Yes, I am the Lord.
Hey,
Enjoyed
food.
seeing you in Mindcrack Marathon. Hope you enjoyed yourself.
Dead. Dead. I'm bringing up. Bringing up. Right. Hello, friend.
Yes, I am the Lord.
Loved seeing Co's big brain at work in the escape room.
How are you all? I hope you enjoyed the marathon. I think it was pretty wild, pretty baller. Tired, yeah. That's understandable. Yeah, the banana auctioneer bot has been really getting put through its paces. Yeah, we had a lot of new segments, and I think that was really good. I think the new segments were almost all hits. There might have been some that weren't like spectacular, but yeah. What all was new? We did Mass Taskers was new. Seth's final video was new. Uh, the murder mystery, the quote unquote caricatures. Anything else? Yeah, the game the game wasn't really a game.
Yes, I am the Lord.
Great work on that
Hey
escape
there.
room. Very glad I caught that.
No. No. Stop it. Stop it, bud. Stop it.
Yes, I am the Lord.
Kowugalako cake.
All right. Hold on a second. I gotta wash my hands.
Yes, I am the Lord.
Meow.
Moment. You know.
Yes, I am the Lord. Yes, I am the Lord. Yes, I am the Lord.
Kolove.
Hi. Thank you. Thank you all.
Yes, I am the Lord. Yes, I am the Lord.
Thank you. Thank you. I should really have my activity screen forward so I can see what the heck is happening. Chloe, thank you so much. The heck, for some reason my activity feed on Twitch is not up to date.
Yes, I am the Lord.
Of all the things, well, there we go. Lynn,
Yes,
thank
I
you.
am the Lord.
Elbow Soap,
That's
thank you.
nice.
Too Fresh for You. Anonymous, thank you. Casemo, Pandora Raw, Chloe, Anonymous,
Yes, I am the
BFA,
Lord.
Maori, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. I had to get up because Chu was digging in the backpack and munching something, and I didn't know what it was. Worried that he got into something. Yeah, thank you guys.
Yes,
I'm
I
glad
am
the
Lord.
new segments were well received. I think we definitely needed some. I'm hoping that with all
You're
of
ready
them,
for bits.
I hope that next year we can really amp them up and expand them further. Duke, thank you for the food. Thank you for the gift sub.
Yes, I am the Lord.
Thank you, Anonymous. Thank you all so much. Well, I've had this hoodie for a long time. Nakomi got it for me, and I don't know where she. But I love this hoodie. It's my favorite thing. Yeah, I think we could scale back or maybe even retire UHC.
Yes, I am the Lord.
Thank you, my friends. Thank you, Anonymous. I think of all the new stuff, Masked Tasker was very rough around the edges. I think we could definitely make a lot of improvements to that. And it needs to be more.
You're ready for bits. By TS.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the biddies. Cheer mode.
Yes, I am the Lord.
Beer, thank you. Needs more donation incentive possibilities. Thank you. Most of Masked Tasker was. Yeah, I don't have a good connection right now, it looks like. I'm sorry. Locking the segment? I don't know. That's an idea. But with the format of it and all the planning and stuff that goes into it, really suck for it to not happen. Thank you. Thank you, Clark. Aw. Thank you, everybody.
You're ready for bits.
Thank you for the biddies. Slide slight.
Yes, I am the Lord.
Kit, thank you so much. And the
Yes, I
anonymous
am the
gifter,
Lord.
thank you. The escape room. I mean, it's obviously the most like freshest thing in my mind right now, but that was awesome. That was so awesome. I had tons of fun doing it.
Yes, I am the Lord.
I didn't know that there was going to be a scream during the dinner. Well, you know what's funny about the escape room? I knew it was happening, and I knew I was in it because I knew that Nakomi was working on something, and like I had to know not to know what it was about. So it was like a secret from me, but I knew that I was going to be in it or that there was one happening. But so while we were here, I never saw it on the schedule. Like, is this happening? When is this happening? This was supposed to be a big deal. Blah blah blah. And I was talking to Seth like an hour before it was going to happen. And I'm like, what's the deal with this whole Seth's final video thing? I mean, I know it's not your final video, so what's the joke? And he's like, that's the escape room that you're in. I'm like, oh, well, nobody told me that was what that was. That's what you were calling it. I didn't have any idea. Because everybody was keeping everything a
Yes,
secret
I
from me.
am the Lord.
Choo-choo! Thank you for the hype train, everybody. Unknown Zed, thank you for that Prime sub. Liage, thank you so much. So yeah, I simultaneously did and didn't know that it was going to be an escape room. I guess that's my answer. Yeah, the
Yes,
proposal,
I
huh?
am the
That was
Lord.
surprising. I had no idea that was going to happen. Chloe, did you? I fixed the shirt thing. I had the shirt, Chloe. Did you get the picture? Okay. I think they get tweeted out to you. I think is how it works. I don't know when it happens. Should happen at some point. Yeah. I wish I could have enjoyed the dinner more. Um, I just, unfortunately, it's like I, I have to be very careful what I eat. It seems, lest I suffer consequences, which has really sucked because there's been some really really fantastic food around, and I've wanted to just like stuff myself.
Yes, I am the Lord.
Hi.
um, so the first like 2 days after we got here, I still felt pretty bad. Like the day we arrived and the next day. And then it was kind of better. And then I had one more instance where I think I've kind of been in starvation mode. So, when I've been seeing food around, it's really hard to be like to like pass it up. Oh, I absolutely do. I never eat McDonald's. I fucking hate McDonald's. Even the smell of McDonald's kind of makes me feel sick.
Yes,
So
I am the Lord.
How was Seth Billings' last video?
I do
I
not.
had family stuff going on and couldn't watch.
Oh, well, you're gonna have to watch it. I highly recommend that you watch it as soon as possible. What's that? Nedry. Yeah, go watch it. Thank you. Ham for life. Thank you as well for the appreciate you. What we think of that gift sub? But what are talking about? Oh, food. Yeah. So the other night, I think two days ago, I ate too much, and then I had another episode. Um, but fortunately, it wasn't. I think I've already done my time. I I helped tear down and did tear down a majority of the back them up. But I'll help probably with whatever else if they need any help. I did a lot already. Like basically as soon as the UHC was over, me and Armo packed up all the mod. Oh yeah, like the tech team has been absolutely baller throughout this. They always are, but it's been amazing. Like I am so like blown away every year by the production values that we have. Obviously, big kudos to Drew on that, but also everybody else on the tech team. They just kill it every fucking time. It's astonishing. I don't know how they pull it off. We didn't really wreck the mansion. We're not to like toot my own horn here. It's gonna sound that way, but like, uh, this is a really good group of people. I know that like people have a lot to complain about in other directions or whatever, but I was remarking to Justin a few nights ago at some point or other. I don't remember why, but as far as groups of people in this space, and the particular reason why we're all gathered together, like being content creators and such, uh, this is a really solid group of people. There's not really any drama. There's no like over the top drunkenness or drug drama or I don't know what else. I mean, like We don't destroy places that we go. It's on the whole very well wholesome overall, as far as a group of people goes. And as we know, it could be way worse. Like I'm just thinking of all the other groups that I've heard about, shit that's gone down, drama that's happened. Like we've already put all the furniture back where it was originally at. Like which that was one of the main things that the mansion people have been awesome, and they've been very like not really. I don't know. Like they've been very cool, and they haven't had any problem with anything that we've done. They're just like, yeah, we're gonna scrub it top to bottom, and the only things that we really need you guys to do are anything that we didn't do. So like any furniture you moved just back where it was. But yeah, like in terms of cleaning stuff up, it's already kind of happened. People have been really taking care of stuff. We may have joked about like just burning the mansion down or something, but honestly, for the most part, the place is not trashed. We've not trashed it. Allegedly. God, Noah infected everybody with alleged, which is funny because I'm already very used to that because I've been following his podcast. He has a podcast with Sam, a Twitch streamer, very cool, and they do a podcast called Allegedly that you can find on Spotify. I've been following along with that. I'm a little behind at the moment, but good. Yeah, they're a good pair. They're like long term friends, so it's just fun to listen to them talk. Yeah, it's not. It is mansion-ish, but it is kind of like it's like a mansion-themed house. It is deceptively small. It's certainly not like a little place. You know, like if it was a single family living there, it's a luxurious house. Yeah, you know, modest mansion is a good description, or you might would call this a McMansion. This would probably fit the bill of a McMansion pretty closely. I've I've been to mansions. I went to a mansion in Phoenix that was really wild. Excuse me. Got to see this. Did you find the drum? Oh yeah, no, he does. Noah does have cancer. In fact, the reason that Justin Taffy and Noah left early is because he has to get to chemo tomorrow. I hope I didn't like just overshare. Sorry, I wasn't really. I don't know if that's we don't like shouting that. I feel for him. Oh, it has been discussed. Okay. Glad I didn't like just. I wasn't really thinking until after it was out of my mouth. Yeah, I'm really glad to see Taffy and Noah added to the roster. I think that they are more than perfect additions to the team. And this was brought up a bit before, but like the whole thing of like how Justin is official Minecraft. As far as I'm concerned, everybody there is a Minecracker to me. Like, I don't really know what it is necessarily anymore. I think it's just a group of like-minded people, and I think that anybody cool like that is in, as far as I'm concerned. Sorry, I kind of was like, I'm facing away from the mic. Yeah, I mean, Minecraft used to be about Minecraft and it used to be about the server, and now it's, you know, that's just the past, basically. Which I think, unfortunately, a lot of people. I think that there was a lot of Fairweather fans out there when it stopped being 100% Minecraft. I think a lot of people just switched off. And I don't really understand what it is with communities, but some communities just sort of go into this mode of like self-eating. Like even now talking about this, there's already some people here that are like primed and ready, cocked to like be negative about it because of, I don't know, shit I didn't have anything to do with, I guess, or whatever, like just old stuff. But like it's so far in the past now. If you think about like what is Minecraft, if you just look like 1, 2, 3 years back, it's mostly doing the Minecraft marathon and some co-op and content stuff here and there. But like it's mostly the Minecraft marathon now. But it's weird how long and dedicated, like the length of time people are dedicated to like maintaining a frown about minor things that happened a long time ago. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe retiring the name and just disassociating from it. Maybe that's an answer. I don't know. It's always disappointed me how how do I even explain it? I mean, it's well in the past for me now, so I don't really give a shit anymore. But like the fans that were specifically Minecraft fans turned out to be such a I hate to say it, but like a majority awful group of people. I don't know. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because like I think a lot of fans were just kids and became teenagers, and teenagers are edgy. So I think that, yeah, like teenagers. So I think that just like I think we just suffered under a weird transition of accidentally gaining a lot of young fans just because Minecraft, which was weird. It wasn't like any of us were like setting out to like we're gonna get as many child fans as we can. Uh, like I was just a fan of Minecraft, you know. And I think that was the case for many of the other like Minecrackers and other content creators in the space. I mean, I'm not saying that there aren't people who didn't like specifically target trying to get kids, because obviously the kids being fans of your content is going to get you tons of views, and that's going to make you successful. So I'm not saying that nobody was targeting that demographic or anything. Like, I think Chad, and there's nothing wrong with it. I think Chad did, like, with the style of content that he makes, definitely is like thinking of that, and that makes sense. But I'm just saying, like, for us, not all of us were like looking at demographics and trying to do that sort of thing, you know? Like, a lot of us were just enjoying the game and enjoying our friendship together. And so for some of us, like, when we got bored of the game, we just got bored of the game. You know, it wasn't like we were trying to turn our backs on the fans or betraying anybody or betraying Minecraft, or I don't know. But it definitely, like, it blew up on a lot of us in a way that just made me feel like, wow. It was just one of those realization moments of like, geez, I guess this is how it is. Like, what have you done for me today? It's fine though, you know, whatever. That, like I said, majority of the stuff is in the past, and it's just weird to me that there's still people that hang around and are just like there to bring a rain cloud. It's like, dude, it's been a decade. I mean, for myself, I moved on from it obviously, and I've always focused on, like, I enjoy doing stuff with my friends. I enjoy making creative content, and I just, you know, I'm happy just going my own road in that regard, and it's whatever. And it's fine. I just kind of went down a rant road. There hasn't really been that much of anything bad. It's been fine. It does seem like if anything brings it out, it would be like during the UHC stuff, because it's Minecraft and blah blah blah. But I would say, like, on the whole, this thing overall was really great, and everybody, like, even chat, I think, was overall great. I think it was all pretty wholesome. I think it was overall a really great success. I don't know where we landed. How much did we bring in? I feel like we did pretty good this year. I think the auction's been going pretty good at the end here. What are we currently at? Oh my gosh, we're almost at 300,000. Jeez, is that including everything? I think we're probably, if you include the, like, the pre-marathon stuff, I think we're probably over 300,000, right? And does that include the matching? Oh wow, okay, yeah. Like, Made Good was gonna match up to 50,000 or something like that of the UHC. I don't know if we hit 50,000 in the UHC though. Damn, that's really great. Happy with that. That is fan fucking tastic. Like, somewhere in there we passed 1.5 million total, right? Crazy, dude. So good. Y'all are amazing. Ah, yes. The UHC controversy. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. I think because like the argument has been, well, it's all for the kids, so what does it matter? But I do think that it does. It's something we have to talk about. We have to talk about it because even though it is for the kids, what can happen is it will make other people not want to donate because what's the point of donating to the other players, right? Um, if everybody feels like, well, it's not going to matter because my champion is going to get to the end, run into a team of netherite players that they can't defeat no matter what they do. So like I think that we need to step back and reevaluate. I don't think we necessarily have to get rid of UHC. I think we just need to revamp how we approach UHC for next time. I think it needs to be totally different. I think we need to come up with new ideas and freshen it up entirely. I think that like we all enjoy UHC and it's a backbone of legacy and history for the group. And I just think that we need to treat it with a bit more respect. I think that's all. And we probably shouldn't have done 4 UHCs. That was a lot. That was a lot of UHCs. Did you enjoy did you enjoy what me and Pyro did? I think that was probably better than what probably would have happened. Anything else? Anything else that we could have done? No, I'm talking the end. I'm talking how it ended. Look, I trusted him. I trusted him. I thought he would make a good choice. What can I say? I was disappointed too. I didn't know he was going to lead me to death. We both threw our pearl in exactly the same spot, and I saw him freaking die after my pearl was in the air. I'm just glad it was fucking funny. That was a really funny way to go. Just to spend all that time fucking. We had the fuck clock, fucking growing dogs, and then we just go and. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, go see it. It's so stupid. But yeah, I look. I don't think it's worthwhile for anybody to be mad about it. It went how it went. Most of what happened, it happened on the fly, and it wasn't like discussed or planned to be that way. And it's something we will definitely be discussing and changing for the future. So know that we have that in mind. And I've seen y'all's thoughts as well in the Discord and so forth. So it's definitely in mind. I believe that the segments will be cut out and uploaded somewhere, probably on the Minecraft channel. I believe is the plan. But don't quote me on that. I'm not involved in any of that, so that's just what I heard. I could be totally wrong. um, I don't know. You have from my team, you have a choice of three because Justin, Pyro, and Pause, I believe, were all streaming. So maybe pauses might be the best perspective for the end of the UHC. Justin did some stuff on his own, so you would want to probably check out his perspective too, separately for like different parts of it. Yeah, in the third UHC, I was on a team with Kingster, Breon, and oh God, who was our fourth? Oh, I feel so bad. Why can't I remember? Oh, Nebs, yeah, Nebris, yeah, yeah, the one that we should have won. That was the only thing I was disappointed about with that. It was like we definitely had won that. if if Chad hadn't given that armor to soccer. Yeah, Badge was on my team for the second UHC. Yeah, I mean, if you step back and think about it, we did win. Technically. I man, I the second UHC, I simply just did not understand how powerful everyone was. I finally made the Power 5 bow, and I'm walking around with what is basically a Minecraft railgun, and we had a smorgasbord of people in front of us at that end. Like we were bouncing around. That was King was on my team, and who else? Me, King, fuck's sakes. It's on the tip of my tongue. So I remember we were all on that. No, Good wasn't on my team. We were all on that platform for a long time because there was the orange team on the hill. But they weren't even like none of them were paying attention to me. Like I was shooting people that were in the midst of other battles. Like I'm just hitting them with this Power 5 bow, and these weren't even people that had netherite. They were just in iron armor, and none of them were dying. I killed no one. I shot many. I killed nobody. And I had it in my head too to like do a full pullback because I've been burned by that before, right? Where I'm like I have a Power 5 bow, but then I'm like just trying to shoot too fast. Not as carefully, like doing a full pullback, letting them fly. Like those, even with protection, those should have been big hits. That should have been, like almost half health every hit. But I was getting nobody, and I got no one. I felt like shit. I felt like shit. I don't know what happened. I should have looked at my statistics for the damage for that match because it was probably massive. I had to have done thousands of damage at the end. Yeah. Yeah, it's not fun to play and it's not fun to watch when there's stuff like that. And I think that we need to take that more seriously. Well, there is. Minecraft has those statistics. You just have to remember to look at them because they're only there. They continually run. Well, right, but I mean, I had to earn that bow, sort of, Pandora. I mean, the parts were donated to me, but I had to build it and put it together. I had to convince people to give me the stuff. It wasn't like I just bought it for myself or that, in terms of the donation based UHC, I did the earning of the bow as opposed to like buying it for myself or having it handed to me by somebody. Right. 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 Now I don't want this to turn into a witch hunt though. Like it's it is what it is. And all that like constructively what needs to happen here is just that we internally we talk about it and we change it. That's all. No, I don't think it's too late. Well, okay. I mean, like I can't control. I know that there was a lot of yelling and arguing about it yesterday, or whatever. I'm just talking about right now here. I'm just in talking with you guys. I'm not trying to. I don't want to add to negativity. I'm just talking about it. Because I understand why people were frustrated. Like we've said those of us who wanted to win the UHC if we're disappointed that we didn't. But like I want to make it clear that I wasn't mad. I mean anybody would be disappointed. Like if you were running a race and then someone paid to start at the finish line and then just step over it, but it went to charity. It's like you're going to be disappointed, but you can't be mad that the money went to charity. That's good, sure. You can still be disappointed though that you did the work and then someone took it away from you. That's a bit of a drag. But yeah, like I don't want to vilify anybody. That's all I'm saying. I want to constructively address the problem and see what happens, next year hopefully we'll have a better approach. Yes, there's definitely people who were mad for sure. That was propaganda. But hey, I mean, he was dealing with shit on the fly. He had to say something. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Right. Well, so I don't know. I'm not. I'm also not too mad at Chad about that. That is what it's whatever. He did that. He was playing around, and sometimes that doesn't always work out to be the best thing. But I just want to let it go. I love Chad, and it's not that big of a deal. It's not so big of a deal that I'm gonna fucking be mad about it.
Yes, I am the Lord.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like like we have that sometimes. We have that like when we have somebody go counter like chat in any stream can be that way. It's sort of a mob mentality thing. We have definitely done that to people here on occasion. I don't think that the fact that people were doing I don't think it was like malicious. I think it's just people get carried away. Like you know how when there's like any sort of a big argument like that, there's always a group of people that will assume the defensive position and then just start saying shit. So don't take it to heart. Are these gifts new, or are they this? Have these been on the Minecraft channel forever? I really want one of me getting slapped by Seth. I haven't even seen that yet. I need to see what that looked like. He warned me that he was going to slap me, and I said, "Yeah, just go for it. Knock me down." I I felt bad. I wasn't really trying to pick on him, but he it was the angle that he was going with his comedy, and it just was like, I don't know. It felt like we that was the dynamic I had to go with to sort of answer his almost like hoity-toity persona he was putting on. That just felt like the thing to answer with. But a lot of that with the Mass Tasker is just totally improv. Like I just have to decide like, okay, this is the thing I'm gonna say is bad. This is the thing I'm gonna say is good. I don't. It's all just off the cuff. You know, like there were some planned things, but a lot of the stuff that we actually had to say was literally just improv on the fly. Like I didn't know what they were gonna pull out. And he set me up for a lot of things, like when he brought out the best Thanksgiving thing and it was a fucking jack-o'-lantern. Like what the fuck am I supposed to do? I have to say this is clearly not the best fucking Thanksgiving thing, dude. It was so funny when he pulled that out. As soon as I saw it, I was like, okay, well that's the best Halloween thing. It's basically what I have to say to that. He mentioned Elon during that, and I had to take a big dump on anything he had to say after that. I'm not I'm not sure that Seth is totally on the extreme leftist bandwagon that much of us are on. Dude, that fucking the fireside chat thing. Man, it was starting to get scary. Like we were kind of really just letting that fly by the end, and I kept forgetting that we were live on the channel. We started talking some real shit. I also don't know like where everybody stands. Like not everybody is exactly. Yeah, I think a bunch of us did forget maybe. Um, I don't know where everybody stands on all that kind of stuff. Like I don't think I've ever talked politics with beef ever. And I didn't know because like some of the stuff we were saying, I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Like Shit could have really got weird.
Yes, I am the Lord.
Well, right, like, because like a lot of some people, I think Beef as a content creator, I think he's of the type where he's never really wanted to be overly open. So like sometimes it's a little, it can be weird if you start talking about stuff that other people are present for that might put them in a position where they can't speak, which feels very awkward and not something I want to do to anybody. I don't want to push anybody into a situation where where they feel uncomfortable. Yeah. But I think when me and Justin are together, we get really carried away very easily. Just instantaneously get carried away. Yeah. I'm so jealous of the dynamic trio of Justin, Taffy, and Noah. I feel like, man, this could be a quartet, but I'm so far away. Yo, Kurt has been surprising me in the past year. Like me and Justin were talking about this at one point. We're like, damn, dude, Kurt's like punk, man. What's going on? It's awesome. It's so dope. Well, yeah, because Kurt always played things real close to the cuff too, so we didn't really know.
Yes, I am the Lord.
Love the marathon.
Well, he
Come.
always played it.
So
I
many
guess he played
great
it close to the cuff
moments.
with us. You know? Yeah. He's like, he's fucking badass. Well, he was with us before. I mean, as far as I know. I mean, if he's talked about it a lot somewhere else, then I didn't know. I don't really watch my friends' content, so has he always not been secret about it, or has he recently revealed all of this? Because I feel like this is recent. Well, no, I'm not saying that like I thought Kurt was like far right or something up until recently. I just didn't know. I didn't know where he stood. I tend to assume that people are cool until they reveal that they're not cool, as some have done, which we shall not discuss. Um, but I just feel like in the past year, I feel like I'm seeing a side of Kurt that I hadn't seen before, and it's a very cool side. And I guess if it's always been there, I wish I would have noticed it earlier. Dude, almost, wow, that's so awesome. Yeah, I feel like Kurt's been in a like really good place recently. He seems like he seems happier and stuff, and I'm just really happy for him. Uh, it just makes me think back and just wish that I had done so many things differently. I wish that I just wish I did things differently. I feel like I could have done so much more stuff. I really need to get out of this thing. They're on the move with stick mics. They're not going to come here. I'm in the apartment. They're, what's happening? What are you suggesting is happening? Take a look. Ew, what is this? What is this keyboard? Yeah, nobody wants that. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, I'm not anywhere. I'm not under threat. I'm not under threat. Um, yeah, I need to get away from this thinking. I have really had it like like how do I describe it? I've fallen into this like doomer mentality about myself. And I feel like it's different than anything I've experienced. I don't know if this is the fabled midlife crisis. Maybe I've been in it for many years now. I'm not really sure. But I'm like, I keep drifting into the same mentality over and over that like my life is over and I'm dead. That I'm basically on the brink of dead. And like I can't do anything anymore. Like nothing I do matters now. I don't know why I keep thinking this. It's made me feel like I can never do like what's the point in doing content creation because everybody's just going to see me as old and nearly dead and no one's going to give a shit what I like or want to do. Like I don't know what's going on. I have this defeatist thing has taken over my mind. Yeah, maybe that's something to do with it, Starcat.
Yes, I am the Lord.
The big
Yeah,
HO.
I've kept it like vague for a long time, but I will be 40 next year. And it feels really weird. It doesn't feel like it. It feels like so. What gets me is thinking about how I'm just 20 years from 60. From 60, dude. 60's like dead. That's so near. I hate thinking about it. I've always had a bit of an existential issue with death. I remember I actually honestly remember the first time I ever thought had the chain of thought about it. I was fucking riding in the van, in the family van. And I think we were on the way back from like getting groceries or getting dinner. And I remember the first time I actually had like the death existential crisis because I thought about dying. It's always the same. It's the same every time. I think about dying and the first thing that your brain hands you is you think about it kind of along the lines of sleep, but forever. But I very quickly went to no, it's nothing forever. And essentially the same as like before you were born. And even though that should be a comforting thought, because before I was born, yeah, nothing. It's like, but in thinking that, what causes the existential crisis is I had the moment of realization of struggling with not existing, which is not something that your brain is equipped to comprehend. Your brain assumes that you will exist in perpetuity. It's the only way it can operate. And I literally was like, I don't know, I was like 8, having an existential crisis in the minivan. Yeah, but that was the conclusion I came to when I was like 8 years old. I was like, oh shit, religion is like a band-aid for this shit. It's a death band-aid. So, and ever since, like, I can summon up an existential crisis whenever I want by just repeating that same thought process. Yeah. Well, the fact that it's not like anything, because you just don't exist. Um, that isn't the part that's bothersome. It's the bothersome part is when my brain tries to grasp it. If that makes any sense. That's what gives the existential crisis. It's almost like my brain is having the reaction to it that a robot is supposed to have if you give it some question that a robot can't answer, like divide by zero or something. It feels like it's trying to touch something that the brain can't handle, and then you have a little freak out. Right. Exactly. It's imperceptible. It's not something that you can actually. It's a paradox. It's something your brain can't fathom, because the only thing your brain knows is existing. It doesn't know not existing, other than asking yourself, well, what was it like before you were born, and just going, oh. But you don't really grasp that. You comprehend that logically, but that's it. You're not actually you didn't perceive that. Yeah, same. I don't know. I feel like I'm trapped in a vehicle of death. Like, I don't want to I don't want to die. I feel like that it's a raw deal. I don't want to be in this stupid thing that feels pain and eventually dies. That sucks. Get me out of this thing. I want to be in something better. I'd love to be in something that doesn't have a fucking stomach. Please. What a load of shit that is. What a fucking joke. Right? You got to keep putting shit in it every fucking day, which it turns it into shit. And then you got to shoot it out your ass. What a lame setup. There's so many other creatures that have it way fucking better. They have way better, like, evolution was way better to them. Like, what about those jellyfish that get to just reborn themselves? Like, they can just, well, back to baby, and they just become a fucking baby again. And then they just go, they live again. They just keep doing that. What the fuck? I'm baby. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we got the brain thing, but it's a possible thing we could have had. We could have got brain plus that. That would have been cool. We didn't get regeneration. What the fuck? That's some shit. Like, we got a really shitty evolutionary path. It was fairly successful, I mean, from our perspective, but like, Yeah, we got some regenerative things, but like we can't grow an arm back. Sure, sure, sure. You know what I mean? Come on, you're being pedantic. I'm talking about like lizards and stuff. Axolotls also, by the way, have cool stuff. Like most axolotls, apparently, I learned, are larval form when you see them. They stay a baby most of their fucking life, and then eventually they can go to their adult form, but it's rare. They're just like, baby, good. I'm good as baby, and they just stay. They just stay that way. It's funny because like it's all we know, but if you think about it, if you think about the assortment of abilities that life has shown us, there's amazing possibilities. You know, tardigrades are mostly propaganda. They're not indestructible. They just, that particular slice of like the way that they live in the microcosm, they just happen to kind of live in a slice of space that's extremely survivable, and they're just extremely well adapted. But they're not invincible and they're not immortal. They're actually pretty fragile. Yeah, I don't know. It may be possible, but I don't know. You know, unfortunately, in our current society, our current human existence, even if we found something like that, I think we know that it'll only be accessible to people who can build giant dildos and shoot them into not space. And even if we weren't the society that we are, we would really have to answer a lot of questions that I don't think we'd be very good at answering right now. Like if if we defeat death, what the fuck do we do with all the people? What do we do about having more people? Um, what are we going to do about this climate change thing? Because that's now going to be even worse than it was before because nobody's leaving. Um, blah 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 blah. You get the picture. Yeah, we're too immature for it, and we're probably on the cusp of it, to be honest. I know that there was a particular study where they were able to significantly reduce or reverse aging in mice. Like it's actually shown to be a very feasible thing. Yeah, it could be it could be our great filter. Honestly, it's hard to tell because I mean, we've been going through a lot of dumb shit lately. Been going through some seriously dumb shit. It really makes you wonder, like, how much longer we really got here? How much longer do we got? Yeah, could be. It could be that we're too stupid. They have fancy food, you say? And all that's gonna do is probably just make me sad. Oh, it looks like I just missed. It looks like they're leaving the kitchen. Looks like I missed it. Yeah, they're touring the whole place, huh? Oh, I wonder if I can find that that one mansion. I bet I can. I mean, it's a mansion. How hard could it be to find? Because I have been in an actual like crazy mansion, y'all. A real weird one. See if I can find it for you real quick. Oh shit, I forgot. Phoenix has like a lot of mansions because there's a lot of money in Phoenix. Like modern mansions, but the one I went in was like a fucking weird castle. Honestly, I would want to track that one down for a potential marathon location because it's so fucking weird. Christ, Phoenix, you have so many goddamn mansions. Okay, well now it's just showing me luxury homes. Load of shit. God damn it! I thought I'd be able to find it so fast. I was so wrong. Where is this fucker? Oh, ah! I found it. Oh, dude, this place. So this place was insane.